So, safety with yourself. This is a critical one. And ultimately, when we learn how to make ourselves feel safe, when we know tools, right? When we can have the tools to recognize when we're receiving information from our body, from our nervous system, that we've that cascade of response to threat or feeling unsafe takes off. So noticing and then knowing what tools to bring in to create safety for yourself. And so if you are living with any kind of difficulty, it's important to spend some time working with safety with yourself and learning to fine tune your radar for your own system to be able to really know your system well, know the indicators, like what are the early signs that you get from your body that you're not feeling safe or something has activated that reaction to a threat. And threats threats are most often not literal like people coming at us. They are very often now our thoughts, right? What we're thinking about what someone said to us or what they said about us or whatever. And, or it's, you know, that we think we're safe and then something happens and then we don't feel safe. And so there's so many issues. Almost, I feel like all issues really kind of can come down to safety at its root when it comes to nervous system dysregulation, which is a feature of many struggles. And so when you can create that safety for yourself, that is radically empowering. And because then it's you're the one driving the car, right? And again, this goes back to why mind rein with horses reins versus top down reins. Because if you try to top down your system and say, stop feeling this, feel this way, it will not cooperate. It just won't. And so it's that working with your system, learning to know your system well, learning to understand what are the things that activate that response or the feeling of the lack of safety. And so take some time and really learn about you, right? Going back to one of those keys of success, be curious, right? Approaching you and your system and your mind with curiosity tends to lend to a more productive outcome and gets you closer to the outcome you desire. So spend some time getting to know your system, getting to know how safety plays a role, and begin bringing in tools to listen more closely as well as to intervene, right? Learning the tools to interrupt the cascade of reactions, and then learning other tools that can bring you back into that felt sense of safety. So explore that in depth because you will find that to probably be one of the most empowering things you do to help yourself through this process and to find greater balance in your life now.